Hey guys, so, yeah, it's barely been, it's been a couple of days since my last, the last recording I did, but, it's, which means that, like, less than a week before I promised you I'd be doing these every day. I have broken that promise already. Um, as you may notice, we're back home. Um, I lost the last episode of the um of the last session. But well, it was mostly because I wasn't being as careful as I should have been. But essentially, what's been happening is I invited Minako over so they could get married. They being Jason and Minako. And then as soon as they get married, everyone else is getting out. Um, Not that I have anything against everyone else, but I just it's easier for me to control two people rather than five people. Almost said six people, but well, six people would be in the house if they got married. So yeah, it's easier for me to control two than six. I've been trying to repair Eve and Gabe's relationship because Gabe is still mad at Eve for cheating on him. Which, rightfully so. He's uh, he deserves to be loved. So I've been sort of trying to repair the relationship. It's not going as well as I would like, but there's only so much you could do. Kevin and Megan have been being lovebirds. On their own. Like, I haven't even really been interacting with them all that much. And Jason, while he's waiting for his love to come from university, because that's where she is right now, has been working on his inventing skills. Just because we really have nothing better for him to do, except for right now where he needs to be going to the bathroom. And also he's had this want to build a time machine for ages, and I just figure that it's about time that we actually let him have his wish. Um, Either we let him have it or we get rid of it, and I don't want to get rid of it just yet. So, that being said, who's excited for The Sims 4? Because I'm excited for The Sims 4. As some of you may know, and by the time this video has gone up, you should know, and if you haven't, you need to go look it up. There has been a gameplay kind of trailer, not really a gameplay presentation on the Sims 3 YouTube, to show kind of how The Sims 4 is going to be working. And don't do that to your brother. Especially not with a megaphone. He's sensitive, okay? Clean and use. But just, there's so much cool stuff. Like, spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it, but I don't really care because, this is my channel, I talk about what I want. But, oh my god, like, changing the body types, I mean, that looks so cool, because, like, everyone looks exactly the same in The Sims, and I've always wanted to just kind of, like, because I know, like, I've always been never happy enough with, like, if I make my Sim self, I'm never happy with it, because it always looks, a lot different from what I imagine myself as, or what I see myself as, because, I mean, like, in The Sims, everyone's just kind of, has this petite, little figure, and it's kind of, they have curves, but not really. But like my family is full of like we have broad shoulders and long torsos and so it's I don't look exactly the same as everyone else. So or like I want to make a sim that's that has big hips, or I want to have a sim that has a is built more like a barrel than a person, and I want that kind of thing. I want to have I want to have different body types. What I really want though, and it didn't really show this as much as I would have liked, but I really hope that they have a height slider at least, or like some way to adjust the height of the Sims, because I like making short people. I like short people. I'm kind of average size myself, but like I like to make people taller and shorter than each other. Wouldn't that be fun? But also the house building looks really, really intuitive. I love how they changed it. Oh, you don't want to sleep with him. Fine, you're gonna sleep on your own then. Still mad at each other. Ridiculous. Which means that Jason's gotta sleep in a room with his mom. Or does it? Yeah, it does. It does mean that. Ah! Another reason why they can't stay is that we don't have enough beds for everybody. Because Eve and him are still fighting. So, and I'm sure they'll get along better when they're out of the house. I hope so. Also, the way that they play with emotions now. Why are you awake? Go to bed. The way that the emotions, I like the emotion-based play. It seems really, it seems really, it seems like it would add more depth to, I want you to do some chin-ups. Yeah. Poor self. Come on. Do it. Is this thing in the way? I'll move it for you. But just the emotions seem like it'll add a whole new layer of depth to the way you play with your Sims, and I feel like that's gonna be really fun. And I'm super excited to see how it all turns out in the end. So I'm definitely gonna be getting The Sims 4. I don't know what that's gonna mean for this legacy. I'll probably keep doing it, but that also might mean that I might start up a Sims 4 legacy as well, which would mean I'll probably have to switch between the two fairly often. But my big question is this: if, and when I say if, I mean when. When I buy The Sims 4 and I start to make a legacy in The Sims 4, do you want me to go into it blind, or do you want me to play it a little bit first and figure it out before I put up videos? Because while it would be funny for me to go into it blind, some people like it better when you know what you're doing. So I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. You could definitely make fun of me if you want, if I go into it blind, but and also it's a good way to get tips if I go into it blind and I don't know what to do, and cuz all the stuff in The Sims, I mean, I fancy myself a decent like I know how to play The Sims decently well. And obviously I'm not an expert, but I can do it. Um, probably above average. I'm probably above average at it. Um, but like all this I've figured out with, you know, literally years of playing The Sims. And I just know The Sims 4 isn't going to be exactly the same as "Don't wake up your brother with a megaphone. What is wrong with you? You are evil. The evilest." So, Minako should be coming at... Not Minako, what am I... Kana. I keep calling her that. I'm so sorry, Minako. I know that you're out there, and I do apologize. I keep calling your sim after you, and, I don't know if that's upsetting to you, but it upsets me when I do it. Did you skip work? You did skip work! What a freak. Why would you do that? Oh well. What you gonna do? But yeah, that's my big question is, do you want me to go into it blind, or do you want me to figure things out before before um before I go into it? Carpool for Jason will arrive in about an hour. Oh yeah, that's what I was. That's why I was waiting for Minako to come before I moved them all out, was because Jason was gonna be at work. When she came. So we're actually gonna go to work now and meet clientele. I made him into to a sports agent. Yeah, I made him into a sports agent because that was just one of the things that came up when he came home from school. And I think that would be interesting because I don't think I've never made a sim that before. So I mean, if I like it, I'll stick with it. If I don't, I'll probably move him to something else. But for now, it seems okay. And my game is lagging pretty hardcore right now. Stop that now. Speaking of lagging, I hope The Sims 4 is optimized enough to the point where you won't need a freaking supercomputer to play it like The Sims 3. But hopefully by the time that game comes out, then I'll have a really good computer. And by hopefully, I mean probably not. I'm already starting to save up money. I'm basically, like I recently got a new job, and so I'm putting the money I need into my checking account, and then everything else is going into my savings. And once I get enough money in my savings, then I'm going to be buying a brand new computer. Because, and I should be ending the episode right now, but you're going to get an extra long episode because this is vaguely an announcement. I know I just moved, but that was before I found out that my sister is pregnant, and I'm really excited, but she and her boyfriend have full-time jobs, so so when the baby is born, I'm going to be moving in with them so I can take care of the baby while they're both at work. So I'm going to be moving there, but what this means is that I won't be, like, I've saved up my money for a long time. I have several $1,000s saved up. And what that means for that several $1,000 is that that's no longer going into a car, because I'm not moving to downtown Chicago with a car. God, no. Dude, don't. We're not ever going to drive. No! No, Kana. No. No. Bad. That's gonna be your uncle-in-law. No. What's wrong with you? Anyway, so that might go straight into buying a computer instead of buying a car. And then you are going to invite inside. Actually, invite inside now and then do everything else. Go. Go now. Do it now. What do you want? Okay. No.
So.
And then... Now I'm getting in the episode because Kana's here. And... Jason's at work, but he'll be back at 2 p.m. So... so they'll be able to meet up after his work, and we'll get him married, and then we'll get everyone else out. So I will talk to you guys next time. Tell me what you think about The Sims 4, and also what I should do with it when I get there. And I lied, I do have enough beds. I did not forgot about these beds down here. In the Arms of Rain, you're awesome. You put, you thought of it, you thought about everything when you made this house. That's amazing. Anyway, I will be back and see you guys next time.